Hello everyone, my name is Olga Pechonкina and today I want to talk about professions. I remember when I was in first grade at school, my teacher asked me, who you want to become in your future, and I confidently said, a teacher. I don't know why this profession was in my head. In general, I have a younger sister. She's 5 years younger than me, and as a child, I always loved to teach her. I always played with her like I'm a teacher. It was very interesting for me to do different tasks, give grades, to create this whole school atmosphere. And by the way, my sister graduated from 8th grade. She's still an excellent student. And also in my family, I have a grandmother who is a teacher, and maybe it's somehow connected. If we talk about present, thought is still spinning in my head. I understand that I'm interested in sharing some knowledge with people. I'm interested in teaching them, and most likely in the near future I would like to try to be a tutor, English or maybe Russian language. In general, I became interested in English not so long ago. I had been studying at an English language school since childhood. I had tutors, but I didn't like all these things. Didn't know what the subjects I can choose for the exam, and after the 10th grade I began to be interested in American bloggers, watch different videos in English, and then I felt that I would like to understand English more, and I spontaneously decided to take the exam in English. At school, we only had good and interesting English in primary school, and I was even an excellent student in it, but then it was absolutely incomprehensible and we never had normal teachers, and that is why school didn't affect my choice in any way. In my opinion, the teaching profession is very responsible and difficult, and of course it is very important that the teacher knows about that material that he passes to the student, and he should be, of course, interested in it, and only in this way students can be interested in this material too. But it is important not only to know the material, but an important skill that the teacher should have is a communicative skill. This is one of the main skills in our time, in my opinion. We must be able to find a common language with students, try to understand them, their interests, and speak their language. An important quality for a teacher is patience. The teaching profession is really very difficult, and sometimes they just want to break down, and there is simply not enough patience for everyone. I know some teachers from school who don't know what patience is, and it's awful. If you choose this way, you must know what awaits you and you will have to face. In general, I think that it is very important for a teacher to be psychologically literate. Nowadays, I notice fewer and fewer psychologically competent teachers, although this is very important because it is very comfortable to study with psychologically literate teachers, and students have no fears and worries with such people. Actually, before I took English, I was thinking of biology. Since childhood, I have been fond of sports and dancing. It attracted me and still attracts me. I wanted to be a coach, but biology was not given to me, and I realized that I would not pull it. Now I'm completely immersed in dancing. I have been dancing since my childhood, and now I have been dancing in the team for almost a year, and the level of course is growing because we are constantly developing. We do a lot of work on ourselves, we put on our performances, we perform on stage, and I think that after a while I will have the opportunity to be a coach. And by the way, not so long ago I was asked to take a hip-hop training for children, and it was really interesting experience for me, and I realized that I want to keep developing in this. So patience, strength, the ability to communicate, the ability to convey your knowledge and imagination are also very important to coach. Also, when I was a teenager, I loved to play beauty salon, do all sorts of hairstyles, paint nails, pick up outfits, and now I have been doing manicure for several years, and I also love this. In conclusion, I would like to say that this theme of profession is very important for us because now we have to understand what we're interested in, what we would like to do in our future, and I think now we have to try lots of things in our life to understand what profession we want to have in our future.